1968, a scientist gave mice everything they could ever want, and then he watched them choose death anyway. His name was John Calhoun. He wasn't studying mice. He was studying us. He just needed subjects who couldn't argue with him. He built them a universe, 9 square feet of engineered perfection, temperature controlled, food unlimited, water unlimited, no predators, no disease, no competition for survival. He called it Universe 25. 8 mice went in on day 1. 5 years later, they were all gone, and not one of them died from anything a doctor could name. Here's what happened. The first 100 days, nothing unusual. The mice explored. They mapped their world. They established who slept where. Then the births started, and the population doubled. Every 55 days, over and over. By day 315, more than 600 mice packed into that space. That's when the world broke. In nature, when a colony gets too crowded, the young males leave. They go find new territory. They start over somewhere else. In Universe 25, there was nowhere else to go. So the young males just stopped. They drifted to the center of the enclosure and lay down. They had no territory to defend, no females to court, no rivals to fight, no role to play in anything. They were healthy, well-fed, completely purposeless, and they behaved like it. When another mouse attacked one of them, they didn't fight back. They just absorbed the hit, walked a few steps and lay back down. But here's what nobody talks about. On the other end of the enclosure, a completely different kind of male appeared. These ones were frantic, hyperactive. They forced their way into occupied nests, ignored every social signal. Same environment, same food, same water. Completely opposite response. Apathy on one side, chaos on the other. The females retreated entirely. The mothers, exhausted and overwhelmed, began abandoning their pups. In the worst sections of the colony, fewer than 1 in 20 newborns survived. Then came the last generation, the ones born into all of this. These mice grew up with no models of normal behavior, no fathers who defended anything, no mothers who stayed, no elders who taught them what a functioning mouse life looked like. These mice grew up and did nothing. They never fought, never mated, never engaged with any other mouse at all. They ate, they slept, they groomed themselves obsessively. Their fur was perfect because they never once got into a conflict. Calhoun called them the beautiful ones. Externally, the healthiest animals in the entire colony. Internally, they had already opted out of existence. On day 560, the population peaked at 2,200. It never grew again. The last birth happened on day 920. After that, nothing. Just the slow aging of a colony that had forgotten how to continue itself. On May 23, 1973, the last mouse died. When the paper came out, everyone grabbed the same headline: Comfort kills, abundance destroys. This is modern society. But that wasn't what Calhoun actually said. He said something far more specific. When the number of individuals capable of filling roles greatly exceeds the number of roles available, only disruption can follow. It wasn't the food that killed them. It wasn't the space. It was the absence of meaningful roles. The paradise had everything, except the one thing that made life feel worth living: a reason to show up. Here's the part that almost never gets quoted. Calhoun wasn't a pessimist. After Universe 25, he didn't write papers predicting human extinction. He spent the rest of his career trying to solve the problem. He believed there was an answer. He called it ideational generativity, the ability to create new roles, new ideas, new reasons to exist, faster than the old ones run out. He believed humans could do this. He believed we could choose differently than the mice chose. The mice couldn't leave. They couldn't build anything new. They couldn't imagine a different kind of life. We can. The question Calhoun left us with wasn't, are we the mice? It was simpler than that. What roles are you building, for yourself and for the people around you, that didn't exist before? Because the food and water never ran out in Universe 25. What ran out was purpose, and unlike the mice, we can still put that back.